All right, geometry, welcome to page 4 of the Unit 2 test review. Page 4 is just two proofs, and I say just two proofs. The first proof looks like we can do in about 5 lines, and the second proof I think we can do in about 3. So number 18, first thing I'm looking at the given, obviously, and that's how I'm going to start. But before I start with the given, I always want to know, where do I want to end? So I want angle BAD. I want this angle down here. And DCB, this angle up here. I want those two angles to be congruent. That's what I'm trying to prove. That is the end of my proof when I get there. So I see that they are both parts of a triangle. So right away, I see triangles. I'm going to think, I'm going to try to get congruent triangles and then use CPCTC. So step 1 is always the same. List out your given information. So I'm going to start by listing all of my given information. So here we go. AB is congruent to CD, and AB is parallel to CD. All right, so that means, let's take a look here. AB is the same as CD, and they are parallel. Okay, so I have parallel lines. Anytime I have two parallel lines cut by a transversal, I know that I have alternate interior angles congruent. So alternate interior angles congruent. So let's take a look at the picture. A, B, and C, D are parallel. Two parallel lines cut by a transversal. I'm looking at the transversal BD. So I have the parallel line and the transversal. So that means this angle up here and this angle down here are the same because they are alternate interior angles. If you're having a hard time seeing that, turn your paper sideways so that A, B, and C, D are running left and right, and maybe that will help you see those two angles. So how do I name those angles? That is angle ABD is congruent to angle CDB, because alternate interior angles are congruent. So I'm looking for 3 congruences. I see that I have 1 in statement 1, I have 1 in statement 2. In statement 3 is going to be my third congruence. And BD is the same for both triangles. So BD is congruent to BD. The reason? Reflexive. That is the reflexive property. So that now gives me 3 congruent statements, 2 sides and an angle. The angle is sandwiched between the 2 congruent sides. So I can say that my 2 triangles are congruent. So triangle ABD is congruent to triangle CDB. And the reason is because of side, angle, side. This is side, angle, side. That is why the 2 triangles are congruent. Once the 2 triangles are congruent, everything else is true. Everything else is true. All of the other angles, all of the other sides. So angle BAD is, in fact, congruent to angle BCB because of the reason that corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent, what we call CPCTC. And there is your proof for number 18. Number 19, a little bit easier. I'm going to start again with the given. So AB is congruent to DE, and angle B is congruent to angle E. It is already marked on your picture. I'll highlight it green so you see those 2 are the same. These are 2 bow tie triangles, and I know one of the most important things about bow tie triangles is they have vertical angles. So right here in the middle of the bow tie, those 2 angles are congruent. So how do I name them? Angle ACB is congruent to angle BCE. Number 1 was given. Line 2, because vertical angles are congruent. And this is already enough. I can say it. What do I want to prove? I want to prove that the triangle on the left and right are congruent, and they are. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEC. By which one of our four methods? Well, I have two angles and one side, and the side is not in the middle. So it is angle, angle, side for your reason for proof. That is page 4. That is the last page. I hope you found the videos helpful. Best of luck in your preparations and good luck on your test.